What is leadership? That's a question that's still being debated.
Leadership is vision.
Taking responsibility for being a citizen.
Acknowledging that we all have a role to play.
Engaging people around an idea.
Leaders help tap into those qualities in others and get them to commit.
You have to have a fire in the belly to get things done. The goals of Leadership New Hampshire are to bring a wide variety of leaders from around the state together and to help them to learn about the issues, to help them learn about one another.
It's about the people you meet in Leadership New Hampshire. It's about the connections you make with alumni of Leadership New Hampshire. It's like the state. It's about people.
New Hampshire is a very, very hands-on state. It's a very, very face-to-face state. I've heard it called the two-phone call state. The first phone call is to somebody that knows the governor, and the second phone call is to the governor.
It works based on relationships. And so the more relationships that you have, the better you can actually get things done. And I think that is the beauty of the program.
We're working on a story, and I need to come up with who are some experts that would be a great connection for this. I know I can go through the LNH alumni scroll, as it were, and find all the resources I'm ever going to need.
It's nice now to be able to call the president of a bank that you know, in our particular class we went through with Joe Corelli, and he was not the president of Citizens at the time, but he has since become president, and it's just really nice to have a personal connection first and then a professional connection second. You really want to know how that person's doing on the other end of the line, and then you get down to business, but it's nice to have that personal connection.
One of the best things about Leadership New Hampshire is the access you have to the people who are actually making decisions and are involved on a regular basis with what we read about in the papers.
You can call the governor, you can call the Supreme Court, you can call somebody who's a police chief in your town to say, I want to do a walkabout, and you go, and I'm going through the Leadership New Hampshire program. And they go, oh, Leadership New Hampshire, great.
You get into McDowell Colony where you don't normally get to see that. You get into the state prison where that's normally not an opportunity for people. You get to see places and talk to people that you wouldn't normally get to do. And that's one of the things that I love about the program, the opportunities that it provides for you to just learn about new things.
We all tend to live in our own small slices of the world, and getting stretched out, as Leadership New Hampshire does, was a really important piece.
Leaders are like everybody else. They need, sort of, care and attention to develop their skill sets and to have the encouragement they need to step forward.
People graduate from this program changed. They graduate from the program more connected to their citizens and to their state. And they are challenged to be better than they have been as citizens of New Hampshire, but with a new bag of tricks to help meet that challenge.
You know, Leadership New Hampshire really charges their graduates with, now you have the knowledge, now you have the connections, what are you going to do with it? And it's really up to each individual or class as a group to do something with it.
There's always going to be a need for a program like this. The fact that it continues to attract quality candidates and classes means that it's doing its job.
It's been successful for the participants, but it's also been successful for the sponsors. It's not a cheap program to run, and they are always happy to support it because they can see that they're supporting a group of people who are either the current leaders or the future leaders, but they're making a difference.
It's supporting each other. It's knowing that one person's goals is good for everybody. A rising tide rises all ships, and if we all support each other, it can bring the whole state up with it.
When people talk about the New Hampshire Advantage, that's the New Hampshire Advantage, is this public-private partnership of trust and leadership that's grown up over the years.
Leadership New Hampshire really provides the state with a core group of people that believe in the state,
that want to make the state a better place to live, work, and play for our families. And when you can get groups of people like that together, great things are going to happen.